I started going football about 40 years ago and fell in love with the game straight away. At Spurs, up in the cage, absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. As you get older and life gets in the way, so I started having kids and mortgage and stuff like that, and that kind of put a big stop for that for me for a long, long time. Never stopped supporting the club. Went to the odd game here and there. Always watch them on the telly, that kind of stuff. So getting offered to get a season ticket last season was unbelievable for me. I didn't think I would get that opportunity, and to have the chance to take that ticket and then be able to be guaranteed the opportunity to buy one for the next season at a new stadium, no brainer. I had to do it. The missus was okay with it in the end, but yeah. So went to every game Wembley last year. Didn't like it. Don't like Wembley. Horrible, soulless bowl and all that. But at the same time as saying that, great football. Had some good results there. Beat the scum there. Loved that. Bumped into a lot of people. Made a lot of new friends. Made a lot of new friends around where I was sitting. Made some good friends in Punjabi Spurs. Those guys done a great job getting lots of people in and getting clubs together. So all in all, I really enjoyed it. Once we'd settled in, I really enjoyed it. Massively looking forward to going to the new stadium. Gutted, absolutely gutted, the same as everybody else. As soon as they say, nah, it's been delayed and blah, 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 you think, oh, what? It's a big disappointment. But on saying that, you still got to look at the fact that you're still going to go and see your team. Wembley's not our stadium and that, but they're my team, and I want to see them win. I want to see them win all the time. I'd watch them over in Hackney Marshes if that's where they had to play. That's what I'd do. So I don't get this crap about let's boycott the game, leave you in, leave you out, all that nonsense. It's just getting on my nerves, to be fair. Social media made a big influence on sport at the moment, especially around football, with the banter and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes it's kind of going a bit above that. I see some guys that are getting a bit of stick for putting out videos and stuff like that because they're an embarrassment. Well, but if they're embarrassed, that's up to them. If they're not embarrassed, why you got to be embarrassed by them? Who gives a monkeys? It's up to them. So, I saw a bit on Twitter last week about expressions and We Are Tottenham Fan TV and stuff. These are young guys. They're young guys earning a bit of dough by having their 15 minutes of fame. Who's that hurting? No one. If you take the time to meet those guys, certainly the guys at We Are Tottenham TV, they're a great pair of lads. Take their granddad goes with them. What's wrong with that? Can't wait for the day to take my grandchildren to football and love the same team as me, as much as me, And if they make a bit of dough out of it, who cares, So I don't get that. Expressions is another guy. Yeah, okay, maybe he's a bit Marmite. But if you take the time to speak to the guy, he's a nice guy. He supports your team. He's having a laugh. He's earning a bit of money. He's getting a bit of fame out of it. So what? He ain't hurting you. He ain't embarrassing you. He ain't embarrassing your club. If he's embarrassing anyone, he's embarrassing himself. But that's his choice. So why do you give a monkeys? We all take the time to laugh at WHU Batman, for instance, or Arsenal Fan TV. We all have a laugh at that. But those guys are earning a few quid. If I was earning a few quid, I'd be well happy, But going back to the stadium business, if you look at all the videos, big shout out to Chris Cowling, great videos. If you go and look at those videos and you see the work that's going on there, it was obvious there was going to be some issues. But it's got to be something second fix, because as the pace of the way it's going up, it looks fantastic. And, okay, if we're going to have to wait a few games, we have to wait a few games. Personally, I think the biggest thing about this is that Spurs should have done the decent thing and just said, look, we're not going to be in there till Christmas. The project's going to be a year and a half, or it's going to be 2 years or whatever. And what we'll do is we're gonna book Wembley out, But if it comes to it and we can get in earlier, fine. We'd have all been happy with that. I think the fact that they haven't communicated this makes it worse. But you've got to ask yourself, who's not communicating with who? Are the builders communicating with Spurs, telling them what's going on? Don't know. But hey, at the end of the day, everything's rosy in the garden. The team's playing well. We've got somewhere to play. Let's just enjoy it. Get behind the team, have a good time. That's what we're there for. We all go to football to watch the team, be entertained, enjoy it. Banter with your mates, few beers maybe. You know, that's what it's all about. So, from my point of view, I'll just say this. Get off the backs of the geezers on social media, you know. Get behind the team, enjoy the football. And when we get to the new ground, we'll have a party. Great times. And it's never been a better time to be a Spurs fan. We've been through all that. We've been through George Graham, Christian Gross and all that old nonsense. Just give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? In the words of the rabbi, up the Spurs.